You spending $10,000, $15,000 on a seat. Bitch, I'm a seat too.
Hello everyone, this is Emmanuel Cook. We will be reacting to a new video today, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's get into the video.
Hey, one last thing, and I'm off TikTok for today. Have y'all seen these Super Bowl ticket prices? It's $8 to get in there and sit down on top of the stadium. Front row is like $2 million. What? They done priced regular folks out of that joint. Like, I used to say it was a bucket list item for me to go to a Super Bowl. What? You know what kind of vacation I can take for $8? Also, for $8, I need to be on the field in the huddle calling plays. Under center throwing passes. What? Yeah! Here we go! Lady! Kill! Omaha! What? What, bro? $8, I need to be on the field when they do the presentation. $8, I need to be in the locker room when they're doing the champagne party joint. What? For $8? At halftime, Usher better sing to me and my girl specifically. Actually, Usher, you better stay the hell away from my woman. I know how you operate. You stay the hell away. You not finna, there goes my baby, my woman.
Have you seen the price of Super Bowl tickets? Have you actually seen the amount of money that some people spend to go to the Super Bowl? I'm telling you right now, it will never be me. I ain't shaming no one who spends that amount of money on tickets, but it will never be me. Now, I don't need no American to come for me saying, oh my God, like, no. I'm just saying in general, whether it's a Super Bowl, the World Cup, anything, I cannot justify spending. Some people said they spent like $25,000, $15,000, $8,000 to go watch a game. I know it's a bit more than a game, it's an experience. I know that. Before someone says something, unnecessary in the comments, I know it's a bit more than a game, yeah. But I'm telling you right now, like, where are you even getting all this money from? You got to be well off to be taking your whole family to go watch Super Bowl. Are you joking? Tell me you haven't seen these videos of people saying how much you spent on tickets, because it is absolute insanity.
Watching sports in Europe is so hard. Now, I understand why a lot of you don't bother watching any other league and why a bunch of you are just casuals. Yesterday, we were learning about agencies and how they sell to broadcasters and everything, and how the broadcasters make their money, blah, 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 blah. And I made an open question, just like, hey, this is a question for the class, for you, but also for the class. How do I watch the games? Because I don't know where to do it, how to pay, blah, 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 and how much is it, etc., etc. Bro, these people look at me and just, oh, it's like $120 a month to watch La Liga and Champions League. Bro, I started just listing, just like you're telling me I can watch La Liga, Bundesliga, Champions League, Premier League, Serie A, and Liga 1 for about $30 a month in the United States. And here you can only watch 2, and one of them is just periodically, not even the league, for 120 euros. No, what, bro, what? And I can only imagine NBA, NFL, and all those. I get it now. I get it.
It's so sad that the sports fan, the average passionate for a sports fan, has been priced out of being able to attend live games. And I only say that because in my experience, I've only been to one live sporting event, which was Dodgers Sox. And that was because my internship just took us there. And I'm not saying that those tickets are expensive. I mean, when I bring up the topic about being priced out, I'm more so talking about, big events and events where sports fans who are passionate really care about, and they're not able to, go to these games and watch their favorite teams play. I'm watching currently the Lakers Minnesota game in the background, but I know the World Series is going on right now, and baseball games are actually a little bit more accessible on the regular day, but then when it comes to like playoffs and stuff, it's like crazy. Same thing with Super Bowls and NBA finals and whatever it is. It's whenever I feel like personally when sports fans are most passionate, when it should be the idea of like, your most passionate fans showing up. And I'm not saying that rich people are not passionate. Sure, there's always that superstar, but then you just see the entire arena kind of become like this prop for influencers and business people to kind of just say that they went there in a way. I know it's happening right now with like Formula One. where it's like they don't really even watch the sport. They're there because the cameras are there, and that's just what's happening right now. That's just what's trending right now. Excuse me. But yeah, it's just a thought, because me and my family, my siblings especially, have been always dreaming of going to, high-profile basketball games, and then as kids, we'd search up tickets, and it was just like a dream. It was always like one day, and then it still hasn't really happened. And I'm stretching this out because now I just thought about the example of like the Raiders and the Golden State Warriors moving arenas from Oakland into San Francisco. I don't know where Raiders are going. I completely forgot. But anyway, they're not there anymore. And they're going into these like really expensive areas too. So where it's like not only are you losing the fans, even if they were wanting to go to like a game, you're obviously, by placing this arena in an insanely expensive environment in an expensive place, you're gonna have to charge like an insane amount. And this is all just my thoughts and opinions. I really haven't looked into any of this, so that's a massive disclaimer. But it just feels like that every time, like the camera's moving in NFL and it's on Taylor Swift, and like in the NBA, they pan courtside and it's just celebrities and influencers and whatnot. It just makes me think about that one clip where it's like the people are like in the nosebleeds and they yell LeBron, LeBron, and you can tell that they're really hyped, really into the game or whatever, they're fans, and they're all sitting all the way up there. Somehow LeBron, the GOAT, sees them. But I don't know, I'm kind of like mixing ideas, thinking about just yapping.
How much did you spend on your Super Bowl tickets? 13 grand. $10,000.
9,000 a ticket.
Okay, why the heck would you spend $13,000 on something that's only going to last 3.5 hours? I mean, I know I'm a little biased because I'm that stereotypical theater kid who doesn't really care about sports, but still, honestly, never again do I want to hear that Swifties are paying too much for their Eras Tour tickets when Super Bowl tickets cost that much. I mean, do you know what I could do with that kind of money? I could travel to London, I could see a few West End shows, and then I could see the Eras Tour from like a partial view seat or something, and that wouldn't even cost the full $13,000. Sorry about that, I just really needed to vent.
Why are Warriors tickets so expensive? Like, Yvonne and I want to go see them play tomorrow versus the Spurs. The Spurs, literally the second to last team in the West. Mostly because Yvonne's from Texas and the Spurs are his team. But these tickets are like $150 each, all the way to the top, not including tax. What do I have to do to get these tickets? And I'm all about like spending on experiences, but these prices are just insane. And I'm a big Warriors fan, but sometimes I just can't. I think we're just gonna wait last minute to see if they drop. Hopefully, because I know how much Yvonne wants to go see the Spurs. Anyways, go Warriors.
Okay, something I hear a lot when people are talking about going to events in Toronto is that they're super expensive. And I hear you, and I think that's valid, and I think communities should be financially accessible, which through my community, I try to make events super financially accessible. But I don't think people understand how expensive it actually is to throw an event. I'm hosting a Galentine's event that's fully sold out, and I just did the math. After ticket sales, we made $798. And so at this event, we're doing DIY tote bags where there's like food included, which is sponsored because we couldn't have afforded food otherwise. And just for like basic things to like run the event, like a space, tote bags, minimal decor, like under like $100 on decor, like $75, and everything. The total cost is $753. So be nicer to people who are throwing community events. I promise you, for the amount of time it takes to throw it, no one is doing this for money.
Major concerts and sporting events have become way too expensive, but I feel like I have a solution. I feel like you should not be allowed to resell the ticket for a higher price than what you paid for it. I think if that was the case, it would pretty much eliminate the entire thing. Now, I know there's several large businesses that would absolutely hate this and would spend probably close to billions of dollars just lobbying against this. However, I don't care. Like, this is the concerts and events are for the people. The way I see this whole thing working out is like, let's say I buy 3 tickets at $100 a pop, and all of a sudden something comes up and I'm like, hey, listen, I can't go anymore. So now I have to, I want to sell my tickets. I want to, get rid of my tickets. If I can't go, it just goes back to the venue. And then the venue is like, okay, great. We'll just three more tickets came out, first come, first serve, and then whoever gets them. Or the other option would be I can transfer those 3 tickets to somebody else. Whomever I choose to transfer them to, I can absolutely do that. And my whole thinking behind all of this, and of course I know there's some logistical issues, like how do you prove that, like if I transferred it to somebody, what's stopping me from being like, I won't transfer you these tickets if you don't give me, I don't know, $1,000 or something, right? I don't know. Somebody else figure that thing out, or maybe you have to transfer that amount of money for the ticket to go over and then I can choose to send the money back or something. I don't know. Somebody who maybe understands that world a little bit better can probably figure something out here. Maybe we can think of something in the comments. But my whole idea here is that I really would love, and I think they always should be, concerts and sporting events should be for the people. Like, I feel like for a sporting event, if a family is like, hey, listen, we really want to go to the game. Like, I live in Tampa Bay, so, I think if a family of 4 wants to go to a Bucks game, it should not cost them $3,500 plus fees to get decent seats. Because I really feel like it excludes so many people from being able to go to the game. And I feel like that is absolutely what sports is about. And then same thing with concerts, like it shouldn't be just for, the upper percent of people or that are like, hey, I can afford an $800 ticket to go see my favorite artist. It's like, well, listen, maybe somebody else who was sitting in line and was like, hey, the ticket is $200. I have the $200 to get the ticket. I'm here. Boom. I got the ticket. Now I can go. I feel like artists and, athletes and all that would appreciate it a lot as well. Just because, I don't believe they get any money from any resale stuff. I've never heard of that. I think if they would, I know Taylor Swift did the whole thing this year, or last year with her tour, and they ended up taking Ticketmaster to court, which is great, honestly. But like, that's kind of my whole principle behind this thing, is that it just keep these things for the people. Everybody should be able to go, and you shouldn't be able to jack up these prices and gouge people for this stuff, because it's not right. It's not. And it takes away from, I feel like, the people who really actually are so excited and have the ability to be there. I know, many years ago, before, all these other sites came out and you can start buying tickets online, like, you used to just have to go to the box office, which is like, it's kind of cool in a way. Or like, if it was an artist, you would go to your record stores would have some of those tickets. And then, I've heard stories of people being like, we were going to go see this band, and so we waited in line outside of our record store, and they had, I don't know, 100 tickets, and so we waited outside in line, and then, you're sitting in line with the people that you're going to be at the concerts for, and which I thought that was cool, because, then you're kind of making friends with them, probably, because you like the same music, and you're going to see them, and shit, you're probably sitting next to them for, the 3 hours in the concert, so, But, there absolutely is something to say about, that level of convenience. And then it's maybe a certain level of security as well. So I understand it from that point of view. But yeah, I know I'm a little heavy-handed here, but kind of bottom line is like, I wish this stuff was like just more affordable. And it's like, listen, if you had the ability to just go and get the ticket, like it should be at whatever the ticket was priced at by the artist or the venue or whatever it was, not what some reseller had, and then what your Ticketmaster, StubHub, whoever decided to add, their ridiculous fees on top of it. Listen, if I understand you're providing some level of service, you're an online thing, where I may not live close to that venue or be able to get to that box office for whatever reason when the tickets go on sale. I understand that. And it is easier because you have a much broader, market of people. Somebody might be traveling in town, want to go see them. I understand that. But like, your fees should be reasonable. Okay. If the ticket's $100, I could see a $5 to $10, convenience fee, processing fee, whatever. I think if you're going to charge like anywhere like north of 15-20% on top of the ticket fee, absolutely not. I think that's ridiculous. I could see them flat feeing it in some ways, where like, but then again, like, let's say the ticket, I've never seen this where, like, as I go to a lot of metal concerts. So, if I'm going to a metal concert at $35 and ticket fee is $25, that's ridiculous. That would be ridiculous. I've never seen that. But that would be kind of ridiculous. There is a venue that I am sort of close to that has like, I think a $25 fee. But their tickets are like $85 to $100 for like a solid artist to come through that has, a decent level of notoriety. So I'm like, I'm not going to pay 25% more than the base ticket price just to go. Like, buy it online. Like, I'll go to the box office, But anyway, let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about this. Also, resellers. If you're a reseller of tickets and this is what you do and this is how you make either your money or your extra money, why? Where is your, like, how did you arrive here? I don't know. You know, also with the bots, by the way, we would have to have a way to kind of like eliminate the bots. But listen, I don't think anybody likes bots, whether you're buying shoes, cards, concert tickets, event tickets, whatever. Like, it should be a person behind the keyboard buying the thing, you know? Anyway, fire it up in the comments below. I'm really excited to get into this one. This is like the 4th video I have made in this one sitting, so I'm really proud of myself right now. And I can thank this Mountain Dew that I got right over there. Also, I'd like to thank Sabrina Carpenter for inspiring this video, because right now her tickets at Amalie Arena are like $350, you know, for decent seats. And, you know, I would love to go, but I don't feel like it's, you know, worth $350 plus the fees just to go that. I mean, she's worth it. She's so worth it. But like, why? I bet the tickets would have been so much less expensive had I gotten them at the time.
A quick reminder, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's continue the video.
I have just found out through the power of TikTok that people are spending like $13,000, $8,000, $15,000, whatever it is, USD on Super Bowl tickets. What? First of all, why? Why are they so expensive? And second of all, where are you getting that money from? Look, full disclosure, I don't care about sport. I'm not someone who watches it, any kind of sport really, but what? I just cannot fathom having that level of disposable income. And like, look, even if I'm passionate about it, I love music, but I could not pay $13,000 to see like my favorite artist. I genuinely don't think I could do that. Crazy.
Have you guys seen the average ticket prices for this year's Super Bowl? I've seen the average ticket prices reported coming in from $8,000 to $12,000, with the highest ticket price reported at $196,000. I understand the purpose of any business is to make as much money as possible, but NFL, you got to do better. You got to do better for the fans, and I mean the diehard fans, the fans that work hard every week, that go to the stadiums each week, buy merchandise, the ones that live and die with each play. Because they've been priced out, most of them will never get to see their team play in the biggest stage. The worst part about it is a lot of these tickets are bought up by sponsors or big corporations or even ticket scalpers, where they'll buy large amounts of tickets and then raise the price up and resell them. Let me know what you guys think about these Super Bowl ticket prices in the comments, and follow if you love sports.
So I went to a soccer game the other day. It wasn't that expensive. It was like $45 per ticket, which isn't too bad, you know. Just matters like when the actual games are and who is playing who.
How much did you spend on your Super Bowl tickets? 13 grand. 10,000 bucks. 9,000 a ticket.
I know these people are grown adults. They can spend their money however they want. You know, a lot of them, it's their dream to go to the Super Bowl. Nothing against that whatsoever. I, however, am going to show that video to anyone who makes a comment about me spending money at K-pop shows. Because if somebody can casually drop 10 grand or more per seat at a one-night event, I do not think I should get any flack over paying a few $100s to get front row at a K-pop show and meet them after. Because I'm getting more than what the people at the Super Bowl did. At least I get a picture when they're done.
Did y'all see that story about that woman who got her husband Super Bowl tickets? She was supposed to go. He was like, no, can I bring my college friend, whoever, da-da-da-da-da. She's like, okay, no problem. Because you're saying it's your birthday, do whatever. Goes to the Super Bowl. On a Jumbotron, he's actually with his co-worker, tonguing it down, whatever the fuck he doing. And she spent $14,000, the wife, on these tickets. And that's what I will always stand 10 toes down. I will never be 50-50 with no fucking man. Don't ask me for no money. I ain't doing no more than what the fuck I have to do. You better be lucky that I give you a birthday gift, possibly Christmas. And if I invest in your hobbies, just know it's going to be limited, because let me tell you what. I know exactly what the fuck that lady talking about. Let me set the scene for y'all real quick. Anywho, at the time, my husband was a huge Michael Vick fan. Atlanta Falcons, that was his shit. Now, he's in war one of them wars when I can't remember which one it was. But anywho, I decided that I am going to get him a signed jersey from Michael Vick. So, me being me, I'm going to make it happen. Go to Atlanta. My homegirl at the time was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's their last little practice. Come to Atlanta so you can get this autograph. I'll tell you another story on how I got the damn autograph. But anywho, the end result was I got this motherfucking autograph from Michael Vick for this man. Fast forward, some years go by and shit. I'm minding my business, not even motherfucking snooping. Minding my business. I open up the motherfucking email to check mine. This ding-dong dumbass motherfucker gonna leave his shit open. Of course I'm going to start. I'm reading. Okay? Library is motherfucking open. I'm reading. Come to find out, this man was having an affair on me. Fortunately for him, because you know what I'm saying, he would have got his ass beat and she would have got her ass beat, because it's one particular female he kept trying to get me to meet. Her. And wanted her to come to the house, and I didn't play that shit. You don't bring no wolf to the hen house. I ain't play that shit. Thankfully, you know what I'm saying, I always had high self-esteem and I wasn't going for it. But that's not the point. We got to go back. You know what I'm saying, I'm going for the tangent. Anywho, I'm looking at the motherfucking dates of some of these emails. And why do I see the date that I went to go get that motherfucking Michael Vick jersey signed? So I'm out here getting shit signed for you from the number one quarterback at the time for your dumbass and you in war? But you out here fucking around with other bitches? Now, he still got that jersey, but I cursed that jersey. You know what I'm saying? I want that shit back. But that's why you can't be doing shit for these fucking men. You cannot be doing shit for these fucking men. Don't be paying no 50-50. Don't be letting in your car. Don't be letting them stay in your house. Don't even give them $5, $10, 15 cents. Because at some point, they're going to try to play in your face. It could either cost you $14,000 NFL tickets or a signed jersey from the number one quarterback. But that's what I'm saying. I will never regret. Shit. Men be on... They be on thin ice for my ass because I don't play that shit. But yeah. Men, well, I ain't gonna say all, because there's a lot of great men out there. But I do know one thing. Just like that lady went and divorced her husband, in just the same way, you could play with 3 things: your penis, your kids, and your mama. And I took my daughter to motherfucking left. Y'all women, y'all gonna have to start being on that type of time.
I appreciate you guys watching the video today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.